Morning, friends, and welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Kat, and if you're new here, we have been baking our way through Some of My Best Friends Are Cookies by Amelia Jackson. Today is going to be a little bit different. I mentioned in a few of my videos that it is my husband Mark's 50th birthday coming up very soon, and we are going to do a cocktails and cake party for him for his birthday. So what I thought I would do is video making all of the different desserts that we are going to have for his party. Um, and then I will show you all of the different cakes that we're going to make. The only thing is that, of course, it's not all going to be made in one day. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I will record all of the components of making all the different cakes, and then I will edit them together so that you get a video of one cake at a time. I think that will be the easiest way to follow along with the recipes, but it does mean that I'm going to be changing looks and outfits quite a bit throughout this video, but I hope that you enjoy something that isn't biscuits or cookies. Um, Thanks for watching. Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my kitchen. And here you will see my young friend and I making an apple cake. This cake was made on the day of the party so that it would be absolutely fresh. Um, it does say in the recipe that you can freeze slices of it, but I decided that we would just make it on the day. It was one of the few cakes that was made from start to finish on the day of the party. So here you see my young friend is peeling 3 apples. I went with Granny Smith because they hold their shape nicely, and she is going to peel the apples, then she is going to core them and chop them into slices. While my young friend is chopping up all of the apples for me, I am making the batter in the background. So first up, into my stand mixer, I am putting 125 grams of butter, 165 grams of caster sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I am beating those together until they are smooth and creamy. Then I am adding 2 eggs and 125 mils of full cream milk, and then beating that together until it is just combined. Once it's combined, I'm adding 125 grams of self-raising flour and mixing that through to form a batter. I then get out the tin, which is a springform tin. The base of the springform tin gets lined with baking paper, and I butter the sides. And then we layer our cake. So we start off with a layer of the batter, and then my young friend puts in about half of the apple slices. I then put in the rest of the batter. She then puts in the rest of the apple slices, and we just sprinkle over the top of that 45 grams of flaked almonds and 3 tablespoons of raw sugar. That cake gets baked in a 160-degree oven for 40 to 45 minutes and then gets left to cool in the tin for 20 minutes before we transfer it onto a wire rack to finish cooling. This cake was best the day of the party. The leftovers were not quite as good, but it was absolutely delicious